Hello and welcome back to another video of the SolForge Fusion World Championship. This is going to be round 4 of the Swiss rounds. In this matchup, we are going to see Stephen Walters, aka Hellkite, against Evan Gascoigne. Apologize if I'm butchering his name, but I'm joined by Eli Moore, aka More Than Most. He's been here for each of the videos, giving us his expert commentary and analysis. Thank you for being with us, Eli.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I love SolForge.
There we go. We all do. So we're going to jump into the action.
Okay, so we've got a triple shambling versus triple vampiric matchup. Both Necria Mutera fuses, both of them. Ooh, we see the opener of the Steadfast Creeper, so that's going to be 5 damage opening up into Steven. That's really going to hurt this potential Swamp Moss plays. Yeah, we have the Glow Hive healing for 4, so if the Swamp Moss was in hand, opening with that Creeper, cut it off. Though if there is more healing in Steven's hand, like a Soothing Mantis, we might still see a potential Swamp Moss. Except we see the Vampiric Patron, and the Creeper is a beast.
With both of these decks, they have a lot of strong beast synergy. So it's very interesting. They're very different decks, but they have a lot of similar characteristics.
Yep. Here we see Primal Surge, a different form of free utility with healing, giving a creature attack and armor. Now, it's interesting to note, because Hellkite has Life Drain as the Forge 1 ability, the Soothing Mantis would still be enough to bring a Swamp Moss out. So even though, like, I'm still holding on to the Dream. Okay, there is the Soul Reap, which with a Beast is also going to be enough to bring it up above 50. And looks like we're going... Do we have the Swamp Moss? Oh, there is the Swamp Moss.
He seems to always have that thing.
Yep. There's a lot of back and forth in the very first turn of this game. I'm excited for this matchup. Steven coming in with a health lead and a board lead. Let's see if he sees any of his Shamblers in the first cycle. Last game was unlucky. See the Regenerating Batterhide coming down. No targets. Just going to be a 4/6 body right now.
Just keeping it on cycle.
Yeah, it's a great card to get leveled up. See this Kindred Keeper come down. So both we have a Vampiric Patron and a Kindred Keeper. All the Beast and Healing synergy cards. See the Soothing Mantis coming down. It's going to heal and heal again with the Life Drain. Pushing as much damage onto the Kindred Keeper as possible.
You have to gain some health if he wants to keep the keeper alive, because that mantis can do the 1 damage to it.
See the vampiric demon coming out. We're going to get that buff. So both of these vampirics are all three vampirics are beasts, including one being a patron to buff the other beasts.
He's got the patron and the keeper to buff attack and health for all their beasts, all his beasts. There's
See
the last one.
Yep, vampiric skeleton coming out.
We didn't mention it, but when they did combat, Evan took 20 damage. He had nothing to block the glowhive or the swamp moss.
Yeah, that is a very big swing to take. Do you see that activate coming out, buffing up his beasts? That ley line coming down.
So he's turned the keeper off to prevent it from getting out of hand. He's trying to get it removed off the board.
And if my calculations are correct, it would have started this turn with 2 health and buffed up once. So it should be at 4 health.
That's where it's at. Yep.
So that ley line's going to be able to trade. That ferocious hunter is going to stick around from the armor in this combat.
Looks like he put down the Spirit Reaver, but he's changing his mind. He's done the hibernating shambler. We finally see one.
Mm-hmm. See some shamble triggers though. There is definitely a larger board presence for Evan. This might be his time to start coming back. Apply the pressure. Now moving into the next cycle, we see Life Drain available for Hellkite and Soul Siphon available for Evan. Soul Siphon definitely a more aggressive Forgeborn, while Life Drain is more defensive Forgeborn.
Hellkite will be on Forge here. Cycle 2 begins.
And we're going to see the ley line come down again. Neither target is super important to get the deployability off on. But we're going to see the Life Drain come in here. It's also taking off a body for the Soul Siphon. We see the Kindred Keeper coming out here. But very quickly, we see a Soothing Mantis come down.
Yeah. Yep.
That's going to immediately hit that Kindred Keeper with the Death Touch.
That
Mantis
hurts.
Death Touches. Yeah. Very strong combo.
That Kindred Keeper's huge in Evan's deck. Pumps the health up of all his beasts. Grows with all the health gain he's got.
Yep.
It's got a sting.
So the Armored Raptor coming down.
Soul siphoned him.
Just getting even bigger. It's going to trade over this ley line. So the Glow Hive coming down, healing 4. So the Soul Reap coming down, and there are the beasts to double proc it. I would not like my opponent having triple my life total at this point in the game.
Yeah. Especially with how much health Hellkite's deck can gain. He hasn't even had his Shamblers out much, so it can get much worse.
And we see the Vampiric Demon coming down. Let me see the shamblers are coming out now. So we're going to see 2 triggers of the Shambler coming out of this combat. We see the Batterhide coming out.
Silence the Glowhive.
Push it back. Yep. The utility of pushing something in the back row and giving it Defender is really nice because it can be used just as a defensive tool, and even if the losing printed abilities isn't very relevant, although it's pretty relevant in this case, seeing the other vampiric patron coming out. See a buff up onto the demon. The buff from the kindred coming up too. Oh, although that was silenced. Oh, because it's coming from the patron. No, because the keeper's a mage.
It's not a keeper out there, it's the Glowhive.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Just seeing that back corner. Yeah, we get the Spirit Reaver.
Wonder what he's going to target with that.
It's going to have to do a little damage to itself, though, in order to do that, but I think it's well worth it. We're going to see the Primal Surge coming down for free.
He's going to play Lead the Charge, but he's changing his card up to Toxic Spores.
Alright, can try to deal with that Shambler.
So Evan's starting to get some good board presence going. His health keeps dwindling down.
Yep. And see if it's got another proc on this, or activate on this
Patron.
No, I was going to say the one that gives minus health
Oh, the Spirit
to
Reaver.
Spirit Reaver, yes. See a Death Touch, and then Steven also has the potential Army Commander. But Evan's got the guaranteed Army Commander. Evan's only down to 18 health, but with triple Vampiric, there's a lot more health to be had.
Yeah, the level 3 of the Vampiric is 5 damage and 5 health gain. So he's got 3 of those. Well, I don't know if they're all level 3 though.
Well, we've got the Army Commander to take those ones that aren't level 3 and get them up there too.
True.
We've got Evan with the Forge here. Playing the Kindred Keeper. Gonna buff up his beasts. We're going to see beasts taking -1 health. Although they all just got 6 health, so it's just a little scratch. The Keeper's going to keep them healthy. See the regenerating Batterhide down. I'm assuming we're going to see that hit the deploy effect hit the Kindred Keeper. That's my assumption.
You could do it to. I was gonna do it to the glow hive, so it can't grow any further. I'm surprised they didn't turn the keeper off, prevent it from growing.
Yeah, because the glow hives only attack while the Keeper can grow some health. Here we are going to see the Druid's Chant coming in for extra life gain. That's a very strong board on Evan's part here.
Steve looks like he's gonna use Death Touch.
Going to see it on the Patron? It's already blocked, or are we going to see it on the Demon?
He could have
I
used it
think
when he
that's...
played the Batterhide to get rid of the patron before it activated. He didn't do that.
We see the Cersei's Call here. We'll get some zombies. Interesting to put the zombie in the empty lane. Oh, because if he could have put it across from the glow hive and had since they're both in the back, had a zombie as a chump blocker for next turn. So Ivan did end this turn with more health than he started. So we've got Steven on the Forge here. That Kindred Keeper is going to continue to be a threat. You see the Shambler come out, the hibernating Shambler. And the free Swamp Moss come out. So Steven may be thinking, I may not be able to kill that Kindred Keeper, but if I could just keep chumping it while I've got Shamblers out, I'll deal enough to get through the game.
It's too bad he didn't put that zombie against the glow hive, like you said.
Yep. And we see the Vampiric Demon coming out. Gonna get a heal proc for the Keeper and the Glow Hive. See the Keeper activation to buff up these beasts. We see the Shambling Banshee coming out. So there is 4 draining per creature death for Steven right now. Reminding the opponent of being off Forge. We see Zrath's Will come out for a zombie. And Vampiric Patron.
Wow. Keeper and Patron out +6/+6 to his beast every turn.
Yup. You don't have to be Kindred to scale up this way. You just got to be beastly. But if I can't quite see all the stats all at once here and make it out, but if we see a full board clear here, then that's going to be 20 drain. But is that going to be enough after this very powerful board setup is here? Is Steven going to get pushed out over the next cycle?
Yep, board wiped him. 20 damage.
You know, 86 to 11 is what I like seeing going into cycle 4 if I'm Steven, but oh, never mind, we have another turn here. Turns miscounted. This is quite a lot of pressure. 11 health isn't very much. I think most of the level 3 vampirics have been used, but
I think he's still got the skeleton out there to use.
yeah.
But
And the threat of the Keeper and Patron again this turn.
trying to think if he has any. He's got Soul Reap for direct damage. That's only 7 damage. I'm trying to think what else he has in his deck that.
There's another Shambling in there.
Sure, if he can get another level 2 Shambler and 2 blockers and the Soul Reap, that would be 11 damage.
And if it's the... Well, he can't have it now, but he could have it coming into the next cycle. The Shambling Banshee, if it trades right, which I don't know how it's going to do with Keeper giving +6 health to everything every turn. But that is some potential for extra damage.
He just used his army commander for the vampiric skeleton.
Okay, there we go. That's a very big creature, even if it hasn't yet been buffed. It's about to be buffed even more. You can see the smile creeping onto his face as he's talking out, putting the stats on.
Stephen graciously pulling out more dice for him.
Mm-hmm. I think we might see this 75 health difference be made up pretty quickly here. See the glow hive come out. It's just going to chump for a lane. Does Evan want to play anything?
No. He asked if he can discard a card, but that's been changed with the rules 2.0. Can no longer do that.
We do see the Soul Reap, and we have the Beast out. So it's going to get double procs of healing, which is going to double buff up the Glow Hive Siren.
Hopefully it'll kill that other glow hive.
So it is now a 91 health differential, which is about to get much smaller. Okay, yeah, 83 damage is a lot of damage. But, a couple of Shamblers will do you good here. Moving into cycle 4, you drop a level 2 Shambler, you Army Commander the other level 3 Shambler out, you play another card. That's going to be enough damage as long as you're able to block enough, because there's all 5 lanes threatening.
He's got a Summoning Council on the deck, so that could potentially be a way to get 2 lanes blocked, and then, like you said, with the Army Commander in a double Shamble situation, that might do it. Oh, he didn't kill the Glowhive, though, so maybe not.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he would for sure kill the Glowhive.
Well, it's been getting buffed up 6 health
True.
from the Keeper.
True.
I think it got hit 2 times by it. Maybe even 3 at this point. No, I think it was played on turn 2. Although there is the Death Touch, so actually if you play the... No, you can't. One of these creatures is guaranteed. Even if he has even if Steven has 2 blockers from the Wisps, there's the Death Touch. You just keep enough bodies off the board.
I think the most he can get out there is going to be if he got a Mantis. He's got to have something to pull back in with the Army Commander. I don't know that he can get more than four on the board, plus the Death Touch, meaning only 3 blockers.
He would require playing, if he started with a level 1 creature and then also had Mantis for the second play, you get both of those, which is only, that's only 4.
Oh, he does have Circe's Call, so maybe there's a chance if Evan plays a bunch of spells.
And Evan's incentivized to play spells because his board is full of very strong creatures.
Yeah.
But all of the Vampirics are gone. So if there's some removal potentially from Steven's side.
Evan also has Druid's Chant in his deck, so he does have some more life gain left in him. I don't think it's going to be level 3. I think it's a level 2 version. He played only level 1 earlier, so.
Well, even if it was the level 3, I don't know if I would replace one of these with an Oakfather.
Yeah.
See, the commanding Walker come down. Give -2/-2 to the Glowhive to finally get rid of it. So that's 1 creature down and a blocker. there's a 2-for-1. And it's a very sad death touch target. Being off forage, Evan will have time to choose the proper target for this death touch. Oh, we're going to see the army commander coming out. He's also going to buff up the other zombies.
Get rid of the patron.
The other walker. Okay, the attack button's gone.
Well, he's got a chance here now.
Yep. So I'm guessing he doesn't have the Mantis in hand. Ooh, we do see the huge health buffs coming up on these. Double triggered with this lead the charge. I'm guessing there's not a Soothing Mantis in hand. Otherwise, he could have upgraded it. Not upgraded it. Upgraded up to 2 times the upgrade 0. Play the level 2. And then next turn use the Mantis to play the level. Although no, you want that removal for the Kindred Keeper's buff. Okay, we do see the Soothing Mantis, but there is nothing to play.
So you're saying now he could have, had he not upgraded it, played the level 2, then drew the level 3 back out.
Yeah. Although what this does was also get rid of another body before buffing from the Kindred Keeper, which would have double buffed. Yeah, but that is going to be enough. Being able to clear up that, the Druid's Chant buffing and healing, triggering even more buffing.
Yeah.
That was a very powerful beast board. That's the... Seen that triple vampiric deck rolling around, and that is a terrifying partner for it.
Definitely. Yeah, that board was monstrous. And I mean, he was behind early when he took that 20-point hit early in the match, and he'd been down in health all game, and came back when Hellkite had over 100, or around 100 health.
I believe Hellkite's highest was exactly 100.
Yeah.
There's an 81 difference at one point, or 89. I think it was an 81 difference. I think he had 19 at the time.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Yeah, huge comeback. The Keeper and the Patron over and over being able to buff up this board. Typically, when you're against a life gain deck, it's just the Kindred that you need to really be careful of. The Glow Hive, you can just keep chumping until it's gone because it doesn't get buffed up. But being able to buff up the health of the Glow Hive and of all these beasts, and also buff their attack, all of those beasts all of those vampirics being beasts, and one of them being a patron, and having this Kindred Keeper, all just comes together for such a beautiful fuse.
Yeah. Really, really nice. If Hellkite did a good job early in the match, keeping the Kindred off the board, getting rid of the patron, and really just controlling how much Evan had out there. But Evan eventually was able to get all 3 level 3 vampiric creatures out there. Had the Glow Hive, the level 3 Kindred out there. So really, really tough.
Yeah, and wasn't able to get that Forge Seal. We never saw the level 4 Forge Seal either. Yeah, very strong early, but That was just a slow ramp up of big, beefy bodies on board.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess this is going to wrap up the fourth round of the World Championship Swiss rounds. Eli, thank you for joining me once again. Thank you, everyone who's watching or watched. Appreciate all the support from everybody. We are going to update the standings after we cut off from this, and then we'll be bringing you guys the fifth round of the World Championship, the last round of the Swiss before the top cut, and we will have Evan going up against Matt Stanke, who is Mundungu, who was the runner-up last year in the World Championship. So that should be a really excellent match. We look forward to that.